So everyone, my dad is cooking ribs and I love ribs, but I don't like when we go to Roche's sometimes. I don't like when I don't like the mustard on the ribs because that's disgusting.
The D11 cooking channel right here. So let me go ahead and start by cutting them open. What we want to do first is drain all the blood out of the package. And then also cut off the back, the silver lining on the back, that membrane.
So yep.
This is the membrane right here. See that? I already washed my hands, so I don't need to wash them. That's the membrane. Peel that off first before anything else. So what you want to do now is you want to pour apple cider vinegar into a cookie.
Apple cider?
Apple cider vinegar. Can you point at that? You want to pour it in there with half water. So 50% vinegar and 50% water.
Yep.
That's going to be our marinade for the ribs. There's one rib.
And next rib.
Now we're going to cut off the membrane of this rib. So there's two. Now we got 2 slabs of ribs soaking in the apple cider vinegar water and water mixture. You want to let these sit for 2 hours before you take them off and start putting your seasonings.
Yep.
Alright, we got these ribs marinating. You guys can see they've been in here a good 2 hours so far. We're gonna do it another hour. Alright, let me show you guys. After sitting for 3 hours, this is what it does to the meat. You see how the top part of the meat is pink? And that part stays gray even when you put the juice down. So it's obviously getting into the meat and taking away the color, that's for sure. But we about to go ahead and start putting the seasonings and rub on this thing now. Alright. We took the ribs out of the apple cider vinegar. I patted them dry with paper bags. So that's as dry as I can get it. Now we are going to start putting our seasonings, our rub, and then our mustard. I can't give you the secret recipe to the seasonings because that's just top secret information. Like, then I'll pretty much be giving you guys my whole everything, so I can't give that away, but what I can show you is the process I take in cooking these ribs. So let's go ahead. Alright, we got it all seasoned up. Can't tell you the secret recipe to that, but we got it all seasoned up. Now we're gonna put on our rub, and my choice is this Pappy's Prime Rib Rub. Use a generous amount on it when you're doing it. You know, make sure every piece of the meat is covered with this seasoning. And then my hands are going to be getting messy, but after the rub, we put the mustard on. I use honey mustard because it has a honey taste to it. It gives it that sweet, nice honey taste to the glaze. But yeah, so I'm going to do that next. and then we're gonna put it on the grill. All right, just wanted to show you guys how much rub I used. Coated that shit in that shit. Now we about to put that mustard on there. All right, here we go. 4 slabs of ribs cooking at the same time. You know, you guys see it. But yeah, a good tip is don't ever let the flame burn the skin of the meat. If you see a flame coming, move the rib out from that flame, or you're gonna have burnt ribs and the meat will be cooked way too fast. So anytime you see a flame in there, just move the ribs out of the way. You guys see what it is? See how it's flaming right there? So that's when you move this rib out the way. Stop that from getting burnt. But yeah, keep a close eye on the flames. You don't want your ribs getting burnt. Anytime you see a flame, yeah, just move that ribs out of the way. And then once the heat dies down a little bit, we don't even have to watch it no more. The flames will be so low, we don't gotta watch it. But for right now, we gotta keep an eye on every single flame, or it's gonna mess your whole fucking end product up. All right, now I soaked some wood chips in a bowl of water for 30 minutes. So now we're gonna put them into the coals. Give this shit that wood smoked effect. Got the wood chips in. Now you guys see all the extra smoke. So we're about to close this and let this shit, let the wood chips give it that wood smoke. Whew. But we don't want none of the ribs to catch on fire. It's looking like it's happening right here. Ooh, it's all catching on fire. We don't want the fire to burn our ribs, so we got to constantly move these. Constantly. Until the fire is gone. But yeah, that wood chips gives the ribs that good wood smoke flavor, which is what we want. Don't let the flames burn your ribs, guys. Keep on moving them. Alright. I think the flame is low enough to where I don't really have to sit here and watch this that much longer. You know, I can go inside and close the thing, and it should be good. But I want to make sure that the flames are all the way down before I do that, because I don't want to risk burning my whole everything. But as you guys can see, it's coming along. Okay. We got this shit. It's looking like it's already 100% where I need it to be when it comes to the outside look of it. What I'm gonna do now, because I'm out of coals, well, I'm gonna let this finish cooking all the way through till all the coals are gone, and then I'm gonna put it into the oven. I'm gonna put it in the oven on top of a baking sheet. And we about to put it in for about, I would say, it's been cooking right now for about a good hour and a half. So we'll put it in the oven for another hour and a half. We'll put some water on the bottom, just enough to layer the bottom of it. We don't want it soaked with water, but just enough to layer the bottom of the pan. And we'll put some aluminum foil over that and let that cook for an hour and a half. And after that, these babies will be done. You know, it's your boy, man. 4 ribs at one time. This is the first time I did that. More to come. But yeah, you guys see it. You guys see it. So yeah, that's the plan. Then after an hour and a half, these will be done. Ready for barbecue sauce. And it will be fall off the bone. Alright, we got the ribs in the oven. I put all 4 on one baking pan. Wrapped it with aluminum foil. Put water on the bottom of the pan. Alright, as you guys can see,
That's spicy. That's spicy. That's spicy.
the ribs are done. And they are fall off the bone.
Can we have that, Burbies?
Let me take one of the ones that we're about to eat.
I want to have some.
Go ahead, video, I'm ready.
Fall off the bone. I know you see it. That's the goal right there. Fall off the bone ribs.
Got culinary chef Devin D11.
Can I have some right now?
About to pour on some more of this. What you got going on there? Spicy good.
We doing the famous Dave's Devil Spit for this rack. And for this rack, we're doing the famous Dave's Sweet and Zesty for both of these, actually.
Nice.
Or maybe I should do Rich and Sassy for one,
Sassy.
and Sweet and Zesty for the other, in the same thing.
Wait, I'm gonna have spicy on mine.
This one, y'all.